Hi there. I bet you weren't expecting this one. Just have to get it launched. All right. Hi there, Knight. Now, normally I start those streams by like introducing whatever game I'm playing to you, but I feel like I don't have to do that with this one. All of you know about this game, right? Also, it's not actually started as just the demo playing. But I should talk about this mod, because on the surface it just looks like I'm playing Sonic 3 for the Mega Drive, but it's actually a mod called Angel Island Revisited. And hi there, Kira. This mod is used with conjunction to the Steam port of the game. And it adds a bunch of enhancements, chief among which, and the main reason why I was attracted to playing this, was that it has widescreen support. So naturally, the original game was for the Sega Genesis, so it ran like a 4:3 resolution. But it's not only that, there are so many changes that this mod makes, and you can like toggle any of them on and off. It's very customizable. By the way, there are mods for this mod, like there's mods made specifically for Sonic 3R that adds like new characters, change the graphics and stuff like that. I just have the base model, but I already like have all these settings the way I wanted them. So today I'm playing a full run of this game, and if there's time to spare after that, I'll go back to Octopath Zero one more time to tackle a post-game boss that I had no time to tackle last time. I'm playing as Tails, as I usually do in those games. Tails does not get an opening cutscene, but you just saw that in the demo. This game is very way too difficult for me when I play it on GameCube. Alright, the GameCube had like a classic collection of Sonic games, right? I grew up playing those games. Like, I think if you tally up which games I spent the most time in like my early childhood, it's gonna be various Sonic and the various Gran Turismo games. Also, there's a special stage. Now, 3 is by far the one I'm the most familiar with, because I always like prefer that over 1 or 2. Actually, when I was a kid, I had this thought that if a game had a sequel, then the predecessor would be like completely obsolete. Like, yeah, if I have Sonic 3, I have no reason at all to ever play 1 or 2. Same for like having Crash 3, why would I ever play Crash 1 or 2? But also in this game you can actually can have actual save files, which helps a lot if you're a kid. A playthrough lasts like 2 hours, but as a kid you feel like it takes, I don't know, months to beat. So not because the second game you played the most, but as the first game you played the most. Oh yeah, I assume everybody knows about this stuff. Maybe because it's like projection, I assume that everybody's as much of a Sonic scholar as I am. But this game was split into 2 halves on when it originally came out. Sonic and Knuckles was the second half for Sonic 3, and I have to merge both of them together for the full thing. It's this bonus stage. I suck at this one. I think if you get high enough, you get some power-ups. Never mind. Or the game I had only had Sonic and Knuckles. I had those games on the DS. There's a classic collection for the DS. Which does have Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I also want to show this off. One change this mod makes is Tails has a new ability. Where you can do this. When he flies, you can cancel it out and go back to like ball shape, so you can damage enemies again. You normally can't do this. I'm assuming there's gonna be like super broken ass bosses. I might refrain from using that against him. And that might be why they normally don't let you do this. I know I'm gonna miss having this ability when I play like an official game again. Oh, is it already time for a boss fight? That was really fast. Never mind. I like how the like chill tropical theme keeps playing after the jungle is set on fire. But just in case you don't know, the story that Sonic 3 was rushed out the door because they had a collaboration with McDonald's that they couldn't delay. And that's why the game was split into two halves. And then the original cartridge for Sonic and Knuckles had an opening on top of it. If you stuck the cartridge for Sonic 3 on top, you essentially merge the two games to get Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That's the full one. I think there's another special stage. I wonder how fast I can get all these 7 emeralds. You only need 7 for the true ending, as I recall, but there's actually 14 in this game. Also, if you have a cartridge for Sonic 2 and you attach it to Sonic and Knuckles, you get another game called Knuckles Sonic 2. That's exactly what it sounds like. It lets you play as Knuckles in Sonic 2, which just feels like it's witchcraft to me. And I managed to get all the emeralds. I used to really dislike this blue stream in the game. I don't mind them as much now, but I still like the bonus stage in Sonic Mania a lot more. The game that was just Blue's first stages. So that's another thing with the cartridge. I think if you fit any game other than Sonic 2 or 3 to Sonic and Knuckles, you'd get like a screen saying like no way you can't, that doesn't work. But if you press a special button combination to unlock like a... You'll be able to choose like between like thousands of Blue's 3 stages. I'm pretty sure those were like procedurally generated. But if you commit to playing them out, it's gonna take all your life. Yeah, so only this game has the 7 normal emeralds, and later you can get the 7 super emeralds. If you want Super Tails, actually you need all the super emeralds. The normal ones don't do anything for him. Which is kinda lame, but then I don't urgently need the super farm anyway. Was that a boss fight just now? You can get the 7 emeralds if it's 2 zones. I mean, if 2 zones of... oh, the 2 zones I mean Angel Island and Hydro City. I think in Sonic 2 you can get all 7 in the first stage. But then you have to already like really know what you're doing. Yeah, to this I'm not sure if you say Hydro City or Hydro City. But I think that's largely due to the fact that in Sonic 2 you get to these special stages through checkpoints. There's no like dedicated giant rings like in this game. I've seen plenty of YouTubers call it hydrocity, like it's the name of a disease. And might as well have been back in the day because I hated that stage as a kid. And you might have noticed, but this mod gives you the option to have a remastered OST. I have that toggled on. And it gets muffled if you're underwater. But yeah, I decided to play this because as I said last time, I wanted something to kinda wash away all the turn-based RPG I've had for the past 3 months. That's how long Octopath has been. And this game is as far from a turn-based RPG as you can get. Would be nice to play this game as Mecha Sonic Mark II. There might be a mod for it. I saw one that had a whole bunch of characters. At the very least, the like classic Metal Sonic from CD must be playable in this. I don't think anyone has made an Omega mod. With the size of the characters in this game, it would be a bit difficult, but you never know. But you might be interested in Sonic Turbo Blast 2, the one that's made in the Doom engine. That one has every character you can possibly think of as playable, modded in. Also, I really want to get into some of the classic Sonic fan games. It's something I've put off forever. I think having this Twitch channel is gonna be the chance to finally get around to doing that. I already lost count how many emeralds I already have. I think it's 3. It's a Dead by Daylight clone. But is it like a much faster paced Dead by Daylight? That actually sounds kind of fun. Oh, I almost saved myself there. Actually, a Sonic style Dead by Daylight would be just a game of tag. What does the White Spark take you to? Oh, the Gachapon, that's my favorite. Oh, I already had the shield, so there's not much to get from here. And normally with this bomber you can just hold right and avoid it. In this mod you actually have to try and dodge the missiles. I often die trying to get a early hit like this. And that was stage 1 of however many. I don't remember by heart. I tried to do the thing where we jump off the bridge, but I timed it wrong. And in this one, there's gonna be a lot of rubbing up against walls, because I think that's how you find most of the giant rings. The original game got cancelled, but there's people wanting to revive it. There's an official Sonic game actually based on Fall Guys. But I hear it's like super, I guess, fully monetized. One of the best parts of this game is get out the emeralds and the part 1 final boss, because more things you can't go super. I think you can be super during the boss, it's just that like often there's cutscenes and stuff, so the switch will run out by the time you get to the boss. I know that if you're playing as Knuckles, you cannot go super during the final boss, because it just doesn't let you have enough rings for it. Also, I don't know if it's the mod that does this, but if you fail a Blue Sphere level, you don't do it again like in the next attempt. The game just moves on to the next one, so you don't get stuck in one specific stage. I'm super greedy when it comes to rings. You mean the ones in the special stage? I know I have to do 14 of those in total, so I don't want to spend too long in any one of them. So if you do have the super farm lock, then you want to get as many rings as you can. Oh yeah, if you get 3 Eggmans in this slot machine, you actually lose your rings. I'm trying to find the goal on purpose there, even that is very difficult. If I had Super Tails, I would be able to completely destroy this boss. Nice. I never did that before, and I haven't played this game in ages, but I'll take it. Oh yeah, but here you are in danger of drowning. I think I'd have died if it kept going there. Yeah, that part actually is very panic-inducing. It doesn't just me sucking at the game. Oh, there's a passage over there. And over there, but you can't get to it anymore. The nice thing about this stage that I didn't realize back in the day is that you can actually avoid most of the water if you're good enough. But there was gonna be a giant wing here. There might be on here. And I almost sure I'm gonna get lost in this one. So the rings here means that I've looped around, so I'm going to the next room. I think I've screwed up. Nice. There's like a wiki page I've seen once where you can see like a top-down layout of all these stages, and then you like feel stupid for ever getting lost in them. Yeah, I'll soon have the 7 emeralds, but again, for Tails I don't do anything. And I think it's only in the second half of the game that you can get the super emeralds. I should have kept the bubble shield. I'm gonna lose this only in a minute. Nope. Oh, that's what I get for trying to rush it in a Sonic game. I love having to wait for platforms to move, don't you? Yeah, it's only on the second half that you get the ability to get the Super Emeralds. But to kinda make up for that, Super Tails is the strongest one in the game. Not that it matters that much, like all of them are invincible. But Super Tails does have something extra. There's gonna be another chase sequence, never mind. I was thinking of Sonic Mania. And this is a boss I can ruin by just using that ability. I should show the normal way of beating him. I think you can use those bombs to get further up as well. If you like the jump when they blow up. Yeah. Why you on that display and taking a small water break? And time back. Remember to turn the microphone back on this time. I'm still impressed by like how vertical this level is. Ouch. Oh, I forgot about this. Is there even a reason to use that spinning top if you already tails? I think there's one that goes insanely fast for some reason. Wait, it might have been a glitch. As I started, there was a gentle wing around here. But I can't go all the way back up. Lightning should was my favorite because of the magnet effect. Again, very useful if you have your super form unlocked. Also, if you're Sonic, this allows you to double jump. The other two characters don't get any like extra ability from the shields. Didn't find any giant ring this time, maybe. Oh, and they deflect the spikes. And this second deck is about going back up by the looks of it. But also, Kiran, you'd probably like Sonic Adventure, because in that game you actually do get some benefit from collecting a ton of rings. And not losing them before the stage ends. Because there is the Chow Garden. I could have broken that pillar. There probably was a big ring behind it. Didn't mean to go in here. Can I break this if I bring the spinning top to it? Should really make a new Chogem. That's what I hear everybody say, but maybe it's because the staff that came up with the Chog Garden has left long ago that they don't wanna ever touch that again. Oh yeah, there was someone making an indie game that's basically a copy of the Chog Garden, but I forgot what it was called. That was close. I think that's... Yeah, I went to this soul stage without finding any special stage. Gonna be starving for giant rings. But then I think this is one of the most annoying stages to explore. I tried to get a bunch of bits in, now I'm going to the boss proper without rings. I actually don't remember how you damage him as Tails. If your Sonic like Tails is carrying you, you do jump off to hit Eggman. But here, unless I do this, which you can only do in the mod, I'm actually not sure how you damage him. You just touch him. Never mind. And I hear that if you're fast enough, you can actually kill him before it transitions to that part in the sky. That they add Sonic to this fighting field in Tavian. The other way around happens if you choose to play as Sonic alone. Tails also shows up just for this boss. But if you're Tails, as you can see, you're still on your own. I think I'll hit him from like below with the Tails. Yeah, but using the drop down ability is much easier. I have no idea how you do this puzzle for Knuckles. But it must be the worst version. Yeah, Knuckles does some damage things like gliding, but I'm not sure how it's handled here where... Like, normally his glide will always send him down. Which would make it much harder to hit the boss. Because you can't control your height like you can with Tails. And as a kid, nailing those balloons like this was like the hardest thing in the universe. Is there anything up there? A crashing hazard from the likes of it. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the 6th time around. And now it's gonna be a hunt for the one cluster I missed. Yeah, just one more in Daidon for the first of the game. Oh yeah, as a kid, this game made casinos look like such cool places. It made me want to go to one. Oh, there's another big ring up there. But I think I missed it. Yeah, no, I can't go back down. For this boss, you have to make the spike thing hit him. I mean, you wait for it to hit him because you can't influence it. You just say dodging game. I think. I think I have to like provoke the boss into doing that, then it can be damaged. He might have a different boss. That I'm not sure. I almost never played as Knuckles, but I know his stages are a bit different. He has like exclusive paths. Although there are some cases where you can play as Sonic or Tails and get to the path intended for Knuckles and vice versa, without glitching or anything like that. Vegas suffering because people are gambling on their funds, so that's so unfortunate. Vegas can't compete with gacha games. It was a much harder version of the pyramid stage. And from what I hear, people say the pyramid stage is already the worst one. So I think this mod makes it a bit easier. Hey, there's an invisible wall. He cut off the lights and I guess made the water rise up. It's actually quite clever making the balloons let out air bubbles and pop them. I forgot about that detail. While you're sitting around us punches at bottom, I do 0 path impression. Ah, what's 0 path referring to? Oh, you mean like the character having no path finding program there? And I'm afraid that the game is over. Because if I'm playing this as a kid, this is where the game ends. Because what are you supposed to do here? You can make this barrel go slightly down by jumping on it, but then what? I like to call this the Great Filter. But then what you're actually supposed to do is you hold down and then up, and then again, until you make a gap wide enough to jump out. How you're supposed to figure that out beats me. This is like my earliest memory of having to look up on the internet for something I was stuck on in a game. Oh, it's as a joke about Octopath. And yeah, I still don't like that about that game. Or anytime there's dialogue, there's always a little delay before the next text box shows up. In an actual Super Nintendo game, that would never happen. I mean, it did occasionally. But in Octopath, it feels a lot more egregious. You never thought of that, so the game would also end in this stage for you. What? And I think it was the same stage I failed last time. Oh, you can jump until it's far enough, but then I guess the timing must be very strict. Because I used to try doing that as a kid and it never worked. So I failed one stage twice in a row. Hope it doesn't come up again. There's a cluster of balloons that leads to nothing. Or does it? Speaking of getting stuck in Carnival Night. Because there's no... Oh, there was an invisible wall here. But then what? Oh, that's why it was so difficult to get through. That part was going the opposite way. Stopping tails. Jump. I forgot that it pulls you in. I think you'll die if the time hits 10 minutes. I should have to... Never mind. I don't know if the mod disables that, but normally you die if the timer hits 10 minutes. Does it help that there's a cutscene? And I can't cheat because it's too high up. I completely fumbled that one. I was trying to fly up and then drop down to hit him earlier. And as a consequence, I couldn't hit him at all because I mistimed it. Okay, wait, 14 seconds to go. And if Ned just finished playing to you high there, you did not miss a lot. Ouch. Snowboarding section for Tails, that's just if you play as Sonic. But I was only taking a short break now. See you in a moment. I think this is the second to last stage of V4 stuff. Anyway, see you soon. Hi there. I forgot Skype existed. I thought launch base was next. And Lottie reception. And I still have to find one more special stage because I failed the other one. So I can't like be full rushing through levels just yet. This fight still makes me anxious. Actually, I forgot how you're supposed to get through this. Okay. That wasn't on purpose. And it's daytime now. I think if you wanted to find a giant ring in the previous act, you'd have to in those parts where the game is making you go down a bunch of ramps, one after the other, there's probably a passage there. If you jump off at the right moment. That takes you to a giant ring. The road that they had knew a face. I actually never noticed that. This takes me to a big ring, right? Nope. I think it's just going backwards. And you can go surprisingly far backwards. Am I looping here? Because I feel like I'm going through the same loops over and over. Oh, nice. And it's the same stage again. So I guess it stays on until I manage to beat it. But then I kinda fought for trying to read the chat during this minigame. But thanks, you know, because I did stop to read that. Oh, that's what gets me when it busts you back into the white sphere if you don't react fast enough. But that was the last one until I get to the Sonic and Knuckles half of the game. I got all the Chaos Emeralds and that unlocks me like nothing. Wait, it does? I could swear that was only after I got all the Super Emeralds. So either I misremember it or the mod changed that. Maybe it's Knuckles and it's all Super Emeralds, I don't know. Not that I can use it now anyway, because need 50 rings. Why are you so much easier than the mid-boss? In the actual game is only after the Super Emeralds. So I think in this one I'll just get like a plain invisible Super Tails. But the version where you get the minions is only gonna be after the Super Emeralds. And now I don't need to like be as thorough in exploring this one since there's nothing, no need to find special stages until the next one. And I still find one. Yes, I think this is new to the mod. It's a nerfed Super Tails because it doesn't have the flickies. And that must be only after you get to the Super Emeralds. And being like fast and invisible is going out, but the problem is that you're forced to listen to this song. There's not even an option to like not let it override the stage music. So it's not like a complete benefit to you. And now you really don't want to stop to explore since your rings will be constantly counting down. Alright, if you're going to a bonus stage, you can cancel it. But that's a good opportunity to show this stuff. In the original game, you go super by jumping twice. And that was a problem with Tails, because that's also how you fly. So if you had 50 rings, you couldn't fly, because you'd become super by jumping twice. The mod changes it so that it's a different button. Also, being super will not protect you against crushing hazards. Okay, the comparison to Octopath 5 is making more sense with every interaction. Because Tails also has the bystander effect. But too bad for this boss, I still have some super time left. I'm sure that one of these pulley things is gonna throw into a wall of spikes. Change might be based on Sonic Origins. Also, that game has a regular Super Tails. And that or Sonic Mania, because that game also has Super Tails and has no Super Emeralds. And I should mention that I'm running this mod with the Steam copy of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But you cannot buy that anymore on Steam, because Sega delisted it. And they did that because they want you to buy Sonic Origins instead. Which is like a premium priced enhanced port of all the classic games. Although you don't actually need the Steam copy of this game to run the mod. I think you just need to have the ROM for Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Too bad that since they bought it from Steam, then it's completely impossible to get a ROM for that game, right? Since it's not on cinema, it might as well have ceased to exist. How could you possibly get a ROM for Sonic 3 and Knuckles if not through Steam? Beats me. But yeah, you can play this mod with one even if you don't have it on Steam. Also, I think Sonic Origins lets you play as Amy out of games, so I wonder if she gets a super form. Again, there's an invisible wall. There was an invisible wall. Oh, this puzzle would take ages if I wasn't super. Ouch. Also, that's the death tag getting launched that you saw it on the background in Act 1. And that's what you're trying to stop from happening. Seems Amy can, which I'm surprised. If that's the case. I never heard of scrap mechanic. I doesn't even have a laser anymore. And that was the first half of the game, the Sonic 3 half. Wait, what? My controller did for a second, sorry. But does it not happen in the original game? And my expression didn't go through, sorry, this is a bit awkward. Anyway, this is Big Armor. This used to be the final boss if you played only Sonic 3 without joining it with Sonic and Knuckles. Because I guess you wanted something that felt like a final boss, even if it was a incomplete game. But if you had the complete cartridge, you'd just fight the other boss I just beat. This mod just lets you fight both of them. But if you were playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles, normally you'd completely skip this boss. And that means I have very little experience with this one, since I'd always played the complete game. I bet you can hit him when he's coming down, but it's gonna be very difficult. Or when he's going up like that. And I think you're gonna see the death tag crash landing in the background. Sure enough. Also, I'm halfway through the game and halfway through the stream, so I'm starting to think I won't have time to play Octopath after this. I had looked up YouTube playthroughs as a reference, and they usually took just 2 hours. Now we're going to unlock the Super Emeralds. I mean, the ability to get them. Why does the throwing this one look like a bubblegum wrapper? And that's one of 7 more in it. The Scarabney Gallant has a rebuilt Mechasonic Mark II. But is that like an official thing? Oh, it was the purple one, what a coincidence. But again, I think just having the regular 7 emeralds so I get to the true ending. So I don't absolutely need to get to the other set of 7. Now. Originally, I was thinking that there he is again. That if I stream this game in a Saturday, that means 4 hours of stream, it would have been enough time to play perhaps 2 full runs as 2 different characters. But I was probably wrong. There must be a big ring there, but I can't get inside, so it might be from the opposite end. Nice. Oh, why are those easier than the like the ones for the normal emeralds? I'll probably go super before I bump into something. Oh wait, I can't go super anymore. I'm pressing the same button as last time, but it's not working anymore. Do I like need all the super emeralds now? Or did something just glitch? Yeah, it's not working. And it would have helped because it's now time for the boss fight. How many times have I seen this place? I could ask the same to myself. Also, I gave up all the normal emeralds now. That's why I can't go super anymore. Funny, because I don't think that's how it used to work. But I haven't played this game in ages again. So it's just like I'll give up all the rings at the end of Octopath. It was nice for the like 2 stages that it lasted. No, I'm not sure if I need all of them to get the true ending. Because I forgot about that detail. I was gonna say I'm not that fond of this stage, but it's not this game's fault. It's because this level is also in Sonic Mania, so you like get a bit of fatigue. Oh, I need all of them. Oh, I remember the other reason I didn't like this stage. I kept getting crushed with those, whatever these movie things are. Ouch. And I think as a kid, I didn't register that those were supposed to be like spinning blades. I kept trying to stand on top of them. I'm dying for the same reasons I would back in the day. Yeah, as long as they... Huh? And I'm not actually sure where I'm supposed to go. Yeah, just jump over that dash pad. Oh yeah, that was what I was doing wrong. And here's another place where you can get crushed. Nice try, Tails, but I prepare for that. I think there's a range somewhere around here. It's near one of those big cylinder things. Now, how many stages are left again? Because there's 5 emeralds right, and I account for the fact I might lose a few special stages. I'm starting to worry how to get them now. Because once you get to Hidden Palace, I think there is no more giant rings. You miss when you're redacted, still worked. MD player. 2 more before hidden palace, so I am running out of stages. And there probably was another big ring behind that passage I can open. And another act without finding any special stage. We have to start looking up a walkthrough. No idea how that makes international stuff. Jump scare. And you have to do this sequence again. I think I'm gonna need one more string to beat this game. It's about with like 2 hours of runtime. That's when I thought I was gonna be finishing the game. This is, you know, save points, yeah, but I fell for the same, like the same source of damage. Okay, so 2 more stages and 5 emeralds to get. And one of them is Sandopolis. This is gonna be tough. Before I played this, I thought it was gonna be like a piece of cake finding out the emeralds, especially playing as Tails. But I can say I'm pretty rusty when it comes to those games. I was excited for a second, thought this would lead me to this special stage. Not here either. It's just ring monitors. There's a boss riding. This time I really was going out of my way to stray from the obvious path to try to find a giant ring. I think I'm gonna have to settle for the normal ending. I think now shaking does nothing, you have to make him fall into the quicksand. Like that. Yeah, so that's your version of the Carnival Night Barrel. Now my goal is to find the 5 giant rings in this stage. It's like the best the best stage to have to do that. I think I saw a passage up there. Oh, it's the other way around. Yeah, but I can't go back to it anymore. And I can't fly here because I guess the game doesn't consider hitting the ground if you land on the sand here. Again, anytime I find a secret passage now, I guess just a hidden corner is just ring monitors. And I am very much like going the complete opposite way of where I'm supposed to. That might be for nothing. Is it gonna pay off? Nope. Again, there is a hidden corner there. I wonder if you're supposed to break through the wall. Nope, there's nothing here. Also, I hate to like being able to hear that some passage is slowly closing and not even be able to see it. But I bet that's intentional. Oh, I thought this was like the roof. I didn't know I could go through it. Oh, finally, but I think it's too late now. Because I still have to find 4 more if I don't fail this one. Of course. Never mind. Definitely just shooting for the normal ending today. I totally forgot about what this was and how you damage it. I thought you could get up on that and the one that's in the background. My mistake. Also, how far was I from the boss? I think I missed a checkpoint. I think this was where I found the... Never mind. Because if you respawn, the giant ring won't show up again. Yeah, you sure have a lot of health. So Lava Reef, I am short, is the stage just before Hidden Palace, which means it's the last one where you can find giant rings, and I doubt I'll find the 5 of them. In any case, I'm gonna take another break for this final stretch of the game, so see you in a moment. Hi there. Now is a miracle gonna happen where I'll find them to beat 5 special stages? Most likely not. But I think getting the 2 just changes one cutscene. It's not like you have an extra boss or something like that. If you're Sonic, there is one true final boss, but Tails doesn't get it. I also dislike this stage because it's like a lava level and I never liked those. But nowadays I really like how it looks. Was that supposed to happen? Actually, how do you get out of here? If you can't fly. Even if you can't fly? I think that was supposed to be a boss. Something might have glitched. Okay, got this tridents again. Oh, but now the camera will pan to this direction. That didn't happen before. Oh, there's a special ring. But from the looks of it, you had to get it from below. It was somewhere around here. Again, how do you get here if you're Sonic? And now I'm like paranoid about getting those yellow spheres and it take me straight to a red sphere like last time. If that happens, there is nothing you can do to avoid it. So my brain confused turning with jumping. I remember why I used to hate those blue sphere minigames. The projectiles are the same color as the background, that's always good. And can hit the tentacle parts. And that was Act 1. For some reason, I thought I was on the second one already. I was wondering where Eggman was. And I had forgot that the stage pretty much becomes Hidden Palace when you get to Act 2. I thought it was only Sonic Mania that did that. Am I not supposed to come from this direction? I was turned the wrong way before I spin dashed. Yeah, I thought this would be the boss arena because it was a big empty space. It was just a bottomless pit. And come to think of it, this game doesn't have a lot of bottomless pits. And there's the death egg up there, that's where it crash landed. Oh, that's why I died there. I was supposed to come down with the boulder. If I don't, I die. That makes sense. Again. The flight didn't trigger for some reason. And oh, you're supposed now you're supposed to fall, of course. Ah, did it glitch again? By the way, this is the entirety of this boss. You just keep jumping and letting damage himself. This mod actually nerfs it so that it has less HP, so you don't have to do it for as long. And now I unlocked into the normal ending because you won't find the special stages anymore, as far as I know. I don't even remember what the difference is. Other than the fact that if you're Sonic, you won't get the true final boss, but Tails don't have that anyway. We're going to the wrong spots by playing 12, so the game didn't know when to start stuff. Yeah, it's like Tails, let's still be a way to freeform with where you want to go. And sometimes the game won't account for that. It's not official, but I've seen a fan game that's in this style where if you're Knuckles, you can skip an entire stage because you can glide over the boss arena and you land on the next act. I feel so bad seeing out those grayed out emeralds. And also, as a kid, I always thought that you could stop Eggman there if you hit them fast enough. And I signed for my favorite stage. The only bad thing about it is that it only has a single act. I love this song. The first time you do that, which I just did, making Knuckles gesture, you get an achievement in this mod. I did it before I was playing around with the level select. And I should mention that this mod does have achievements and unlockables. And I thought this game didn't have boneless bits. Did you see how I thought you could bounce off that Robo there when it was flying up? It's the first boss of Sonic 1, complete with the Sonic 1 music. It is another tweak from this mod. He's going to be back, I think twice. So I also think it's actually possible to like entirely skip him if you never land on his arena. Oh, there he is again. Was it even a minute? I thought it get up before getting to the corner. He looked a bit too tall to jump above him. But again, those can fly, so I don't know what I was thinking. Forgot about that part. I think there's an achievement if you kill him without killing of the baby Mechasonics. It is easier said than done. I think getting damaged by them. Oh, I got it. Achievement complete, no touch. Almost at the end if the background's any indication. You can't attack him from behind. And it's time for the final level. From the likes of it, I'm gonna end just in time. Also in the stream. And this is bound to be a long level. I'll probably die more than a couple times. Now Mecha is Knuckles' problem. Yeah, if you play as Knuckles, you end the run in Sky Sanctuary where you fight Metal Sonic as the Mecha Sonic, I mean, as the final boss. Was that just a trick to send me back to the beginning? Almost got crushed. Yeah, probably should get that checkpoint. Thanks, Knight. Also, as I killed the whole layout, I mean the visuals of this stage were always so intimidating. I've heard someone point out that the death egg is so large that you moving on the foreground here doesn't even move the background because it's that far away from you. How far away was this checkpoint? And it's just trying to loop me around. Just make sure there's nothing up here. And if you just don't jump, you don't actually get hit by those missiles. Who would have thought? And I have like a bad habit of dodging this thing when I find it, because I think it's a hazard. Trying to follow this with my eyes is gonna get me dizzy in real life as well. Alright, this one you hit him once and then you panic and get away as fast as you can. And for this last stage, I need to sprint because I'm about to run out of time to end this stream. And I thought I'd have like 1 hour to spare after finishing the game. Not a good start. Yeah, most like long plays of this game on YouTube are just about 2 hours long. But then not only those people know what they're doing more than I do, they probably like they know just where to shoot for to get all the special rings. By why I was actually stopping to explore because I didn't know by heart. The upside down is really tough. You can make it easier by flipping your monitor upside down. I never knew could destroy that spike ball. I almost jumped to my... Oh, it's not a bottomless pit for us. Funny enough, that's the thing you can do if you play... You know, to similar to start actually... They use VR and they put you in an actual like 3D room where you can play the game in an actual 3D console. Like you're sitting in front of the television in VR. In those emulators you can like easily flip the TV upside down in those sections. And I thought I still had the Thunder Shield that would let me lock on those hazards. Also, this is kind of a bummer for being almost the final boss, because you can stand here and it never damages you. I mean, those spikes do, but the minions don't go all the way to the elevator. So just get out here and try to hit him like this. There goes my one ring. I now heading to the final boss with no rings, which is gonna be a problem. Yeah, the game doesn't give you any. Although this boss is famously cheesable. I'm doing it the normal way here, but what you can actually do is you just hold on a spin dash. And it's a lot faster than trying to kill it normally. Especially when you have to be ending the stream soon, which is my case. Forgot about the nose blast. I'm not sure if you just wait for the Master Emerald to show if you have to provoke him into opening. I try to do just that and look what it got me. Oh, and you don't get any rings when you start over. You have to do it with one hit. Yeah, that's how the more incentive to resort to this. Because it is the faster method since it lets you hit each thing twice when they come down. So I think you actually have to hit the nose to make him open up. I was just unlucky to try it right as he was going to shoot last time. And I have to be very careful not to drop down by accident when I'm flying. Because if you hold your analog stick down just a bit, it's gonna make tails drop down. Or you just mess up the momentum like that. I'm actually gonna have to cut this string short because I can't beat the final boss fast enough. Could the game give me a single ring? When in 3 hours is still amazing. Oh, I said before that as a kid this game felt like it took months to complete, but I think that was every game. If only could skip the first phase at least. It's the same problem with Reimu in Luna Knights, which I also never beat. Basically not moving. I just have to repeat this however many times, it can't be that difficult. You have to go close to the emerald before you hit it, so you don't get launched as Sardo. Which makes it harder to avoid the laser later. And don't think it's quite over yet. Don't know if this debris can kill you, I hope it doesn't. But if you mess up the physics again, you can actually fall down and die here. Like that, I almost fell down there. Well, but that was it. And Phil. So the first thing I'm gonna say about Sonic 3, playing it after all those years, is that the difficulty is surprisingly on point. Like, I thought this was gonna be a cakewalk with just one or two more annoying stages. I die a lot more than I thought. But granted, I am very rusty on platformers. But what else can I say? The game still holds up, very much so. The main thing that made this game feel dated if you played the original version was the smaller resolution with these mod fixes. Like, with that and the other tweaks, I really can't say anything really bad about the game. Also, thanks Night and thanks Kira. Oh, I didn't see the part with Knuckles ended up here, where I was looking away. I think that's the difference from the true ending. Anyway, the one criticism I would make for this game is that Tails draws the short end of the stick. Because when you play as him, his campaign is just... it's a slightly lesser version of Sonic's campaign, with one or two scenes removed and no true final boss, even if you get all the emeralds, which I didn't. Meanwhile, Knuckles has some more substantial exclusive stuff to him. But yeah, most people play either as Sonic or Knuckles, Tails like the remaining 10%. So it's not like Tails will affect most people. I would have liked to have gotten all the emeralds, but what can you do? And coming from my channel, this might have been a very unexpected game, but you can expect to see some more, at least some more classic Sonic in the future. I certainly want to play Sonic Mania at some point. And after that, there's some fun games I'd like to have a look at. And there's mods for this very game, Sonic 3R. The one where that adds a bunch of characters includes Shadow, which maybe I might stream this again in the future, playing as Shadow, and that's another shot at getting all the emeralds. And I wanted to have to play this like in between finishing Octopath Zero, which was a very long RPG, and starting another one. So tomorrow, I'll begin the stream by tackling the final super boss in Octopath Zero again. Whether or not I can beat it, I will then move on to starting a new game. So tomorrow I'm starting a new RPG. And how long has it been since last time I could say that? Tomorrow I'm starting a new RPG. I would have liked to have all the 4 hours for the new game, but like because I underestimated how long it would take me to beat Sonic 3, it's gonna have to share the space with Octopath. But I should just take like the first hour and then I switch games. Now while... Oh, the Gradius just finished playing. Yeah, now I'm looking for somebody to rate. That's pretty fun, like revisiting a game from my childhood. I mean, that's a teaser for if you play Knuckles campaign next. Because it takes place after the one for Sonic and Tails. Yeah, time to rate somebody. A friend of mine is streaming and he mainly streams in Portuguese, but I'm pretty sure you can speak to him in English and he'll still talk to you. So that's why I'm waiting today. So tomorrow is gonna be some Octopath and then a new RPG. I hope to see you then. And have a good night.